Our next video will be comparing The Long Halloween Part 1 to the comics. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Let's talk about what would happen if Bruce Wayne had shot Joe Chill. So many questions. Would people recognize Bruce as the shooter? Would Bruce go to jail? Would he post bail and get out? What would the headlines say? Would Alfred leave him? Would Rachel leave him? Would he later regret it and feel like he brought shame to his family name? Would he still become Batman? If so, what kind of Batman would he be? Would Bruce Wayne leave Gotham in shame? Would Bruce stay in Gotham and become a hermit? Which attorney would prosecute Bruce? Which attorney would Bruce hire for his defense? And remember, these are just my opinions and we are free to disagree. The first question, would people recognize Bruce as the shooter, is pretty obvious. Yes, they would recognize him immediately. He's a celebrity in Gotham. Would Bruce go to jail? Would he post bail? Which attorney would he hire? If Bruce shot Joe Chill, I'd see him staring at Chill's corpse and dropping the gun to the ground, allowing officers to put him in cuffs. He knows he can't run away. Everyone recognizes him. He wouldn't fight the cops. He has no quarrel with them. And he knows he's stinking rich and could post bail and hire the best attorney in the world. What's more, he's living in a city corrupt enough he could buy his way out of jail time and life would go back to normal. Although, not really. It's hard to picture life being normal after killing a person. What would the headlines say? Paparazzi followed him religiously. Here's what the tabloids would probably say. Billionaire playboy shoots criminal freed for good behavior. Bruce Wayne murders parents' killer. From mansion to prison, the story of Bruce Wayne's tragic downfall. Which attorney would prosecute Bruce? Rachel? Her boss? Rachel admired being level-headed and objective, which might be why she took great offense when Bruce told her that her system was broken. There's a chance she wouldn't feel capable of being objective in prosecuting Bruce, so her boss would do it, though she'd probably help. Would Alfred leave him? Christopher Nolan and Michael Caine did a good job of portraying Alfred as a father figure, and it's hard to imagine that Alfred would leave Bruce for taking revenge on his parents' killer. Yes, Alfred left Bruce in The Dark Knight Rises, but only because Bruce was likely going to get himself killed, and he didn't want to bury any more members of the Wayne family. Bruce's life was not in danger in this context, so I'd see Alfred being patient with Bruce and being empathetic to his plight, though certainly not condoning his behavior. He would continue to care for Wayne Manor, and if anyone had the nerve to confront him on why he's still with Bruce after he killed someone, I see Alfred putting them in their place. Would Rachel leave him? Rachel would leave Bruce. She slapped him just for planning to shoot Joe Chill and told him his father would be ashamed of him. Rachel was firmly committed to justice and would not have been friends with a murderer, even if the murderer was avenging his parents' assassination. Would he later regret it and feel like he had brought shame to his family name? Yes, his family wanted to help the less fortunate, not kill them. Looking at the comics, you see just how much his parents did to help reform criminals. I see Bruce's guilt crippling him for decades, maybe even his whole life. Would Bruce Wayne leave Gotham in shame? If Bruce felt enough shame, I think there's a chance he'd try to honor his parents to make up for killing Chill. One way he might do this is by selling the mansion and some assets, donating the funds to his parents' favorite charities, and leaving Gotham to make a fresh start somewhere else. I think he'd keep enough wealth to stay comfortable, and maybe after many, many years, he might return to Gotham. But that would be highly unlikely in my opinion. If he watched a thug kill his parents as a child, then the justice system released that killer early so they could catch a more dangerous criminal, and then he shot that killer, Bruce would probably hate Gotham and feel like it only brought out the worst in him? Would Bruce stay in Gotham and become a hermit? There's a chance of it. He became a hermit after killing Harvey in The Dark Knight, though I think his isolation in DKR was multifactorial, but essentially boiled down to Rachel being dead as the result of Batman and Bruce Wayne getting in each other's way. I did a video on why Bruce retired in The Dark Knight Rises, and I'll link the video in the corner here and in the description box. Would he still become Batman? And if so, what kind of Batman would he be? On this point, I'm torn. There's a chance he'd be so ashamed that he killed someone that he would never go into crime fighting for fear of killing someone again. However, if killing his parents' murderer awakened his desire to fight crime, he might still become Batman, and a Batman who uses guns. Looking at other comics, there have been times where Batman has used guns. There you have it, guys. What if Bruce Wayne had shot Joe Chill? The credit for this video goes to my wonderful husband. You can all thank him for asking me what I thought would have happened if Bruce Wayne had shot Joe Chill. Thank you to all of my viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm grateful for all of the positive vibes and encouragement. Until next time, keep weaving the threads of your stories.